Your resume is the first and sometimes the only page an MBA interviewer scans, shaping that crucial first impression. As you write, ask yourself two things. What will the admissions committee be most curious to learn about me? How do I want them to perceive me? Keep those answers in mind and let's walk through the 5 rules for crafting a compelling MBA resume. First, keep it simple and concise. Your resume should be just 1 page, unless you have over 10 years of work experience. Focus only on the roles, projects, and numbers that show your impact. If it doesn't help tell your MBA story, cut it out. Also, write in plain English. Admissions readers aren't always experts in your field, so avoid jargon and acronyms. If you must use a specialized term, spell it out. The goal is that anyone can understand your achievements in a quick skim. Second, stick to the template. Don't fall for fancy templates trying to stand out. Use a classic, clean format. Harvard or Chicago style works well. Most schools even provide templates, and I personally used the one from Berkeley Haas. Keep your margins and font size readable. Don't shrink the font or margins just to cram in extra content. And don't stress over small details like whether to end bullets with a period. Just pick a style and be consistent. 3. Bullet rules. When it comes to formatting, aim for 2 to 5 bullets per role, with each bullet about 2 to 3 sentences long. This keeps your resume neat and easy to scan. And watch for the balance. If you have just 1 bullet for your first job, but 6 for another, it can feel a bit off. So try to spread your key points thoughtfully. Now on the content side, use each bullet to highlight different strengths. For example, your first bullet could focus on collaboration, the second on your number skills, and the third on your initiative. Then back those up with 1 or 2 specific projects that really show off those strengths. 4. The XYZ formula. A lot of people just list projects they've worked on without really explaining them. The XYZ formula helps you avoid that. You describe what you accomplished, how it was measured, and what actions you took. This way, you're not just listing tasks. You're telling a story that shows your real impact. For example, if you close a deal, don't just say it happened. Explain why it mattered, how you made it happen, and what the results were. That's what makes your achievements stand out. 5. Quantify results. Numbers speak loud. Saying I grew sales by 20% is more impressive than saying sales boosted. Quantifying your achievements also demonstrates your analytical skills. It doesn't have to be sales related. You can talk about the size of your team or how many people you've mentored. And if you really can't find a number, use qualitative results, like my practice became a company norm and was adopted across the company. Now that you've got the 5 core strategies, let's look at 3 key sections of your MBA resume and how to approach each one. Your resume has 3 main parts. While most work resumes lead with professional experience, MBA resumes usually start with education, followed by professional experience, and finish with additional information. The education section. For this section, I started by looking at my transcript. I actually downloaded the English version so the titles would match perfectly. Include your school name and location plus the date you attended. Then list your undergraduate degree, any honor, and your GPA. My school used a 4.3 scale, so I just left it as is without converting it. If you did a minor, add that as well in the bullet. Don't forget scholarships or awards that you received during undergrad. Include the year you got them. I also added a separate bullet about my 6-month exchange program to Tokyo, since that was something I wanted to highlight. Finally, mention any clubs or extracurricular activities you participated in as an undergrad to show your involvement beyond academics. Professional experience section. List your roles in reverse chronological order. The most recent position goes at the top. For each role, include the company name and location, your job title, the dates you worked there. In my case, I had 3 different positions within the same company, so I listed them all separately under that company. When I first started, I wasn't sure what to include, so I went back through my past project, writing down as many details as I could remember. Then I grouped those details into bullet points and refined them repeatedly until everything felt balanced and clear. Additional information section. Admissions officers often see this section as a chance to break the ice during interviews, so it's okay to share a bit of your personality. things that might not directly relate to your work experience. The traits I wanted to highlight include a global perspective, so I mentioned that I speak 3 languages. I also added extra courses and certifications to show my academic preparedness. To demonstrate my commitment to society, I included volunteer activities from undergrad, and I highly recommend adding at least 1 volunteer experience here. For activities, I went into a bit more detail about the study group I led and some side projects I took on to show that I'm a person who takes initiative. From what I've seen, an MBA resume is a bit different from typical work resume. It's less about listing hard skills or day-to-day tasks and more about highlighting your soft skills, things like leadership, collaboration, and showing initiative. Drop a comment if you're having trouble with your MBA resume. I'm happy to assist. Thanks for watching.